Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at multiples and factors. So we'll start off with multiples. This is really easy. Say we wanted to find the first 5 multiples of 6. Well, that's just the first 5 numbers in the 6 times table. So we get, 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30, okay? Another way to think about multiples is what happens when we multiply a number by an integer. And an integer is just a whole number. So in the case of this one here we just looked at, well, that's 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, 6 times 4, and 6 times 5. And you can see here, this is the integer or whole number that I'm multiplying 6 by. Let's have a look at another example. Say the first 3 multiples of 12. Well, that's just the first 3 numbers in the 12 times table. So 12, 24, and 36. Now, it doesn't just have to be a number we're looking at. It could be something like the first 3 multiples of x. Well, to do that, we're going to do the first multiple is x multiplied by 1. Well, that's just x. The second one is x multiplied by 2. Well, 2 times x is just 2x. And 3 multiplied by x is just 3x. So that's it. Multiples are really simple, nice and easy. The next thing we'll look at is factors, okay? So say we were still looking at the number 6, and we wanted to find a factor of 6. Well, a factor, okay, of 6 would be a number that I could divide 6 by with no remainder. So for example, 6 divided by 2 gives me 3 with no remainder, so 2 is a factor of 6. Now, I find that way a bit mathsy, okay, and I think there's a nice, easier way to think about factors of numbers. So if there are 2 whole numbers I can multiply together to say get 6, well then they're factors of 6. For example, 1 times 6 gives me 6. They're both whole numbers, so they're both factors of 6. How about 2 times 3? Well, they're both whole numbers I can multiply together to get 6, so they're both factors of 6. So in an exam, you might be asked, say, find all the factors of 30. And I'll show you this method of how to do it. So we'll start off with 1. What can I multiply by 1 has to be a whole number to get to 30. Well, I can multiply it by 30. So they're both in my list of factors. What about the number 2? Can I multiply 2 by a whole number to get to 30? Well, yeah, I can. I can multiply it by 15. How about 3? Can I multiply 3 by anything? Well, I can. It's 10. What about 4? Is there a whole number I can multiply by 4 to get me to 30? No, there isn't, so it's not in my list of factors. 5? Yeah, well, I can multiply 5 by 6. And you'll notice now I've just written 6, which is a repeat because we've already had it in our table. So I can stop writing my list here because we've found all of the factors. So the factors are 1, 30, 2, 15, 3, 10, 5, and 6. And that's it. That's how you can find the factors of a given number. So hopefully that was useful. If it was, subscribe, like the video, go over to my channel for tons of other tutorials, past papers, things like that, and go over to my TikTok for loads of worked exam questions. Thanks for watching.